Good morning. Welcome back to Our House Farms. A decent crop farm, East Cork, South Ireland. Put up a video every day. I'm just out here in this field of corn we planted the other day. See, is it germinating? First hole I dug. Little sprouts of on them there. See there? That fella. Yeah, that'll be up now in 3 or 4 days. So that's good. I'll talk to Dad now. We'll probably pre-merge this tomorrow, and the ground is rock solid underneath, so it should be perfect. Just have to make sure to find the tram lines, because if we don't, there'll be stripes all over the place. When you're min-tilling, pre-merging is fairly important. Just that you don't have meadow grass. The meadow grass control is the big thing, and the best control of meadow grass is pre-merge. So headlands weren't rolled because they're just a little bit fresh, but we'll see now if we find the seed here. There's one anyway. He's well down. Again, look, he's sprouted fine. He should be up now in a couple of days, but I know they go a bit heavy in the headlands. Oh yeah. Ah, there's one. Look. Oh yeah. They'll be up perfect there now in a couple of days. We'll get on and get some cattle fed now. Get all the silage pushed in. Get some maize put into this mix. There's just over a ton of maize going into this mix, so we always use the shear grab for taking out maize, just to try and get the face to keep, and we're only sort of taking half grabs at a time, because you get across the face faster, make sure it's not heating. We do our typical Sunday morning job now, because I'm definitely not going cutting the sheet. Just push back with the grab. That's back far enough now. Loads. We only want to get at the bare edge of it. That's mixing away there now. We'll have to give it a few minutes to mix properly. What do you think it is for a fancy angle? We can get both at one time. So yeah, I'll give that a few minutes there to mix properly. It must be mixed properly every day. While I'm doing that, I will get out a bit of barley here and mix it up for the calves. Mix it with this oats and soya mix. Give it a bit of a scrape up then to mix up, pull it back once or twice, and that's how we mix it, and it works fine for us. It's not an exact science, but it seems to work. The calves seem to be doing well. One thing actually about the Advantage feeder, I was speaking to someone last night there, and they had the same issue as us, as lameness with calves. Probably just standing in muck, I'd say, the whole time. So something we need to keep an eye on, I suppose. It's done now for the calves. That we're doing for today, I know. We're using about a ton and a half a day, I suppose. So there is a bit of saving in doing it ourselves. Not massive, but there is a little bit of a saving. So that's nearly mixed enough now. We'll give it another few minutes to see what the main thing I look out for when I'm doing it is there any like lumps of silage, because that'll be the last thing to break up. So it's fairly well mixed. We'll give it another minute or two. That'll be it then. This is all the bulls fed now. Just going to have a quick walk through them. Back, boys. Enjoying your brekkie. Some nice old bulls in here now. Starting to get a bit of flesh on them. A little bit there around the rump. Head of their tail. So, they're probably still a month off. Month, 5 weeks maybe. So, just like to have a walk through them every day. Make sure there's no lame fellas or anything like that. Checking out my heifers here now, out in the right. Friday there was 40. Yesterday there was 45. Now there's 49. I've no idea where they were, but they're after coming back in and do it the group. As usual, they're still making no imprint on this field, right? Just get some beet loaded up there now for tomorrow. And we'll chop in the morning, but it'll be in the feeder, so one less job to do in the morning. Put in about 4.5 ton, just under 4.5 tons, so about 8 buckets. That'll do us for 2 days then. While the beet is getting small, we'll have to go for a load tomorrow or the day after. Give these boys a shift. Come on lads, hurry on now please. Quickly now please. Go into that paddock over there. Come on, hurry on. We'll bring this advantage feeder up to the yard, get it filled up, it'll be a job done for the week. It's a fairly busy week this week. Now we've a lot of cattle coming for contract finishing, and we've a lot of corn to set, spraying to do in turn. Once we have the corn set, it must all be pre-merged. We must get a lot of calves dosed, so very busy week this week, but look, that's what it's all about, that's what we like. And look, if we have the dosing done now, the corn fat, we'll be sort of more or less into winter jobs then after that, feeding, and look, there'll be a lot of cattle starting to go to the factory. Really, we've only 2 quiet months, December and January. There are only 2 quiet months. Up until then, we'll be very busy. So, yeah, look, we're starting to quiet down a little bit, but we never really get that quiet. But, yeah, these boys have some ocean grass ahead of them now to try and graze out, but we'll, they should graze it out good enough, hopefully. What we tend to do with that is now, look, we won't nail them to graze it very hard. We can't anyway, and we're feeding them heavy, but we'll come along the next time then for the last round, and there won't be that heavy cover on it, and it'll be much easier to graze it out properly. So look, it's one of the drawbacks with the advantage feeder. Graze outs are poor, especially at the moment, and that grass is very full of nitrogen now, whereas when it comes around the next time it won't be as full. So, and it'll be a little bit higher in dry matter because the growth will be after slowing down. So yeah, that's the plan anyway, and I think we'll have cattle out a long way to Christmas. Maybe even some cattle I predict we won't put them in at all. I said them heifers up in the hill farm won't go in anyway. I wouldn't say so, but look at that now, there's a cover of nearly 3,000 there. That'll be hard graze now, but we need the weather, and hopefully look, the next 10 days are good, so we'll try and get them in there. We have another group of calves in this farm, we might bring them down and start trying to graze that off, because I just want to get that grazed before the weather breaks now. cattle bedded down now, last job of the day. I used some bean straw today. I actually wasn't going to bed them down today, but if we're under pressure we might get away without doing it tomorrow, but anyway, we'll get it done now today. Get a bed of feed and straw now. Put it out as well for the morning, try and have everything organised so we can get a good start to the week. Better not forget to put up Mam's bin, that's a subtle hint. These boys are fairly spotless, but we'll give them a little bit anyway, just to freshen them up. Just came off to check this last group of calves. These are the biggest group. Look at that beast. What a whopper. These ones are on the Condon feeder. It's up there. So they're going away to find us. Let's get these in and dose them now tomorrow. And the fella's a bit lame there, look. One issue we are having with the feeders is that we are getting a bit more lameness in calves that we'd never usually have had, but we are getting a little bit this year. But look, you can manage that. So now, I don't know how long or short this video is. I think it's not too bad. But I'm going to leave it there for today anyway, because it's Sunday. I have all the jobs done. I'm going to throw my feet up for the rest of the day. So, very busy week ahead now. Which is as usual, basically. Every week I say, next week will be grand, we're not having that much to do. Then Sunday evening comes and I start thinking about, like, Jesus, how are we going to get all this done? But anyway, if we get it done, we get it done. If we don't, we'll just have to do it the week after. Anyway, thanks a million for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And with the help of God, we'll see you again tomorrow for more House Farms. Good luck.